everything that you want to create in your life gets to flow from your vision. We get to reverse engineer our life based upon the vision that we create for it. Does that make sense? I hope so, because when I first heard this, it felt a little crazy to me, right? Because this is where I'm at. So how can I really truly believe and connect with, where I want to be? But bottom line is, we get to start there, and then we get to be in alignment with our vision. So what does it mean to have a powerful vision? Well, let's just take an example of your conscious business, right? And so with vision, I like to say your vision gets to be really feeling invoking. So you want your vision to be exciting in your life. Like, I am a paradigm shifting, inspirational speaker and coach who touches the lives of millions through his videos and live events. I elevate the consciousness of humanity, sharing my stories, sharing my passion, sharing my journey, and I help people heal and grow and step into the lives and the timelines that are possible for them by sharing my gifts. That's me just speaking straight off the top of my head about my vision for my life, and I'm on the way there. I'm feeling the momentum of it. And that's the cool thing about having like an exciting and inspiring vision for your life, is that when you're really connected to it, when you're really locked in on it, and when it's really in alignment for you, it's almost like you don't have to push your way towards it. You almost are pulled towards it. Steve Jobs said that. He's like, a powerful vision isn't something you have to push towards. You're pulled up into it, kind of like it's got its own gravitational pull. You know what I'm saying? So when you're constructing your vision for what you want your life to look like, what you want your conscious business to look like, and your role in it to feel like, I invite you to craft it in such a way that it's exciting to you, maybe even a little scary to you, right? Because there's some phrase we say a lot in leadership that if your vision for your life doesn't scare you a little bit, you're probably not playing big enough. And at the end of the day, remember, you're a limitless spiritual being having a human experience. So let's put faith in the fact that you have limitless potential, limitless power, and the only thing that's stopping you is the false stories in your head that you are finite and that you are limited. Okay? So you want your vision to be feeling evoking. I also like to say that you want to keep your visions like a little bit, you don't want to project it out 20 years. Because if you're living in a powerful, conscious, passionate, directive way, you're going to be evolving very quickly. And so I like to say 5 years is a healthy time block for setting your vision out. It's like a realistic time frame, and trust that in 5 years, you're going to be a radically different person than you are today. And that your vision for the life you want to create from that point is going to be very different. Right? And that's another important point that I want to make around vision, is that your vision is not a fixed endpoint. Your vision is sort of like a moving target that's always in front of you that you're moving towards, like a North Star, right? Like how ancient explorers, they would use the North Star to kind of direct the way that they were moving when they were sailing or whatever. And it's not like they were ever going to get to the North Star. It wasn't about getting to the North Star. It was about having this focal point that they could use to navigate by. That's what your vision is, because as you're moving towards your vision keeps moving with you. Matthew McConaughey had an amazing, and I'll put that down in the links below for this lesson, right? Matthew McConaughey's Oscar speech was a great example of that, where he was like, I'm always chasing someone asked him, who's his hero? And he said, oh, my hero is me 5 years from now. And he's always chasing, his future version of self, and he's always allowing himself to be challenged by, his future version of who he is. And that's who he's constantly striving to achieve, and that's a really important point to make in this work, right? Is to recognize that the work is never over and you can't do it wrong. So I invite you to release your attachment to timing. Timing of when your YouTube channel is going to blow up. Timing of when you're able to go full time on your purpose. Timing of when you're able to move into a better place, or have 50 clients, or have a six-figure income, or quit your day job, or whatever. Release your attachment to timing on all this stuff and trust the process. Trust the process, trust your vision, and instead go into CCIA, consistent, committed, imperfect action, using this process to move you towards your vision, and just trust that it's going to happen whenever the timing is perfect. Because I'll be honest with you, the life that I have now, the level of work that I'm doing now, working with Aaron and Victor, my best friends, at the scale that I'm doing it with this course and everything else, I couldn't have handled this 3 years ago. I'm not sure I could have handled this a year ago. I was having a lot of health issues and everything else, and I wanted this. I wanted to be collaborating with my best friends. I wanted to be helping tens of thousands of people and to be working at this level. I wanted it more than anything. But I also trusted that I hadn't received it yet for a reason. And lo and behold, this time last year, I started having really terrible throat pain, my eyes, I got LASIK and my eyes were really bothering me, and I wasn't in a place physically or emotionally to serve you at this level. Not yet, you know. The timing of which we're sharing this space together and this container together is absolutely perfect, because it's exactly when I'm in the right space to be able to do the work with you and you're here with me. So the timing is always perfect, and if you just go into consistent, committed, imperfect action and trust the process, I promise you it's going to work out just the way that you want. And that's the cool thing about having like an exciting and inspiring vision for your life, is that when you're really connected to it, when you're really locked in on it, and when it's really in alignment for you, it's almost like you don't have to push your way towards it. You almost are pulled towards it.